But how much did you spend on converting those turnovers into buckets at the other end?
No more than usual. Again, I think it's all about trying to be in the right position defensively and playing with multiple efforts. And if you don't do both, you don't create turnovers. You don't create the opportunity for conversion points. We do, as you guys have seen, we do some advantage break work, but that's more in the preseason type of stuff. And hopefully that you can convert when you get a chance to get runouts, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s. But again, if you're gambling to try to get those, then you're going to get burned more often than not, and the cost benefit's not going to weigh out in your favor.
We all kind of knew what Amir, from a defensive standpoint, would bring to the table. But a couple of your young guys, Kelly and Jared in particular, their growth defensively, what do you see the most tangible signs of their improvement?
Well, I think they're getting better. They both. I think the number one thing, Sherrod, is they're both really intelligent, so they know where to be. And the key is just continuing to do that every single night. Obviously, gotten in foul trouble the last couple of games, Kelly in particular, and there's things that hopefully that he can improve upon in that regard. And then Jared, I think the biggest thing is that he can be not only an anchor for our defense with regard to being in the right position, but also in communicating. And he's, again, I can't tell you. He's extremely bright, and he's very helpful when he's locked and engaged in it.
How much, speaking of Jared's defense, how much quicker can you measure that? How much quicker he is than in past years in terms of getting to spots?
I think he's playing with multiple efforts, but I've always thought that he has pretty good feet. I think it's learning your positioning, it's learning who you're guarding, how much depth you have to give on the pick and roll, playing the guy that you're playing against and recovering to him, how much depth you can give to him. So, I don't know that there's a huge difference speed-wise per se, but I think that he's always been able to move laterally and cover ground and use his length and use his mind and be a pretty good position defender.
Are you confident with him in the post against just about anybody right now?
Post defensively?
Yeah.
I think he's he's certainly capable of defending a lot of guys. There's certain guys in this league that you have to bring to no matter what. But he's certainly a capable post defender.
Coach Avery was just talking about what Marcus Smart really brings to this team, especially on defense. How do you guys kind of accommodate for that with him?
Well, we're not gonna be able to replace everything that Marcus does with one person. So you have to do it with 5 people. I think the biggest thing is he's a guy that he's very reliable in being in the right spots, and he's also very aggressive when there's a loose ball or when there's a 50-50 ball, or to make an appropriately physical play. And I think that we're just going to have to. We're all going to have to be better at that, and all going to have to be connected in that. And obviously, it takes away one really elite defender with regard to individual matchups. So, that's something that we're going to have to. Again, we're not going to be able to replace him with one guy. We got to do it as a team.
How much of a role did he play in the last matchup with these guys in limiting Kyle Korver's touches?
Yeah, he played really well against. I thought he did a really, really good job trying to make it as difficult as possible. If you go back and watch that, he was there on the catch most every time. He was extremely reliable in his body positioning before the catch. All of those types of things that are really important in guarding Kyle. We played these guys a bunch of times over the last 3 years, obviously, and there have been multiple games that have been really good games and close games all the way down to the wire, and he gets loose in transition twice, and all of a sudden you're in trouble. And you just can't do that. You cannot let him have those looks.
Have you seen a difference in the Hawks these last 5 games since you guys beat them? 4 losses in their last 5.
They've been injured. Jeff Teague didn't play most of them. He's back. So they're one of the better teams in the East. They're one of the teams that everybody in the East is looking up to beat.
Discuss the development of R.J. Hunter and this being his homecoming game here in Atlanta where he played college ball.
Well, RJ's a good player. RJ has a chance to be very good. He's got good length. He's got good skill. Probably a little bit better feel than I even thought he had as he came with regard to making the right pass and making the right play. Obviously, him making shots is going to be a big part of who he is, and him being able to defend his position is going to be a big part of who he is. And he's done a pretty good job defending his position thus far. So hopefully, that continues. But we're in a situation where we're going to have young guys in our rotation right now, and we're going to need them to perform, whether it's RJ or not. Thank you.